What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Michelle Beadle. Michelle Beadle, quote unquote, accidentally said the N-word while speaking on the Nuggets, right? So you have her, and this is her group of co-hosts. You see Lou Williams there on the end. And they were discussing the Nuggets, and she said niggets, right? Now, I see a lot of people on social media giving her a pass, immediately. And I'm not going to give her a pass because I know Michelle Beadle. Now, I don't know her personally, but I know her behavior. There's a reason why Michelle Beadle is on this show and not on ESPN or any other mainstream platform. Because Michelle Beadle is not a very good person. See, Michelle Beadle was actually talented and actually good at her job and was a decent person. She would not be doing this show. It's nothing against this show, but I have to call it as I see it, right? This woman's probably burnt so many bridges from the places she's been. And not only that, she doesn't like LeBron James. She said some things basically about Bronny James being a Nepo baby, but turns out she herself may be a product of nepotism. And she put her foot in her mouth. Now, for the people that's giving her a pass, because I'm not going to give her a pass. When you are a professional, you don't make mistakes like this. I'm not going to say it's never happened, but I haven't seen a white commentator on a platform mess up this badly. And say this while discussing how when you discussing the Nuggets, how do you come up with niggets? How does that roll off the tongue? It rolls off the tongue because she says it a lot in her personal life, right? That's why you have so many black people, right? Just like Miami Hurricanes quarterback Cam Ward, right? He was given a post-game interview and he was greeting one of his teammates and he was like, yo, what's up, N-word, and right before he gave the interview, right? But again, he's a young black male who probably says this to his teammates and other people all the time, right? Michelle Beadle is a middle-aged white woman who's aging poorly. How does this roll off the tongue? For all the people that's giving her a pass, how does this roll off the tongue like this? I don't get it. And they're giving her all these passes. I'm not going to give her a pass because I know Michelle Beadle. Again, there's a reason why this woman can't get a job outside of ESPN anywhere on television because of the type of person that she is. I still remember when Paul Pierce, Tracy McGrady, and it was somebody else, might have been Jalen Rose. They were all on a panel together. This is right before she got let go from ESPN because, trust me, she got let go. And she called Tracy McGrady a coward because he didn't partake in whatever eating activity that they were doing, right? And she called him a coward to his face. She called him a coward. And Trace was like, well, I'm going to call HR. And she was like, I don't care. That's the type of person Michelle Beadle is. That is why she is not going to get a pass from me. She can get a pass from the rest of you simps, but she is not going to get a pass from me because I have seen her behaviors and how she has acted, especially at ESPN. That feminist behavior, that feminist mindset that comes out of her. I'm not going to give her a pass. Y'all can sit up there and make excuses for this heifer. I'm not going to do that. Because I've seen how she is. This is why she can't get a job anywhere else. Which is why she's on this particular platform. And again, it's nothing against the platform, but why isn't she on Fox Sports? Why isn't she on these other CBS Sports? Why is she not on any other platform? Because she has no talent. And she's aging poorly. And she is somebody who got this spot because she had nowhere else to go. and she messed up like this. How? And y'all wonder why she can't get work? Let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. According to Awful Announcing, veteran sports reporter and host Michelle Beadle had an unfortunate slip of the tongue during her Run It Back show on FanDuel TV. Alongside NBA analysts Lou Williams and Chandler Parsons, Beadle began to tee up a segment about the Denver Nuggets, but instead seemingly referred to the team as the N-word. All right. Michael Porter Jr. recently said, I don't like this, that if the N-word, the Nuggets don't win this. Beadle began immediately realizing her slip up and looking towards her co-host. Don't try to get me on that, Beadle said before attempting to jump back into the segment. This wouldn't be a moment that would just slide by for Williams and Parsons, however. As Beadle tried to continue, Williams, in complete disbelief, put his head on the desk. I'm buying. Beadle gonna be in trouble today, Williams said. That's not fair, Beadle snapped back. That's not even a thing. It's not even a word, Beadle continued. Listen, Lou Williams was in a very uncomfortable situation. He was in a very uncomfortable situation. And I understand where he's coming from. He's in an uncomfortable situation with this idiotic heifer who, again, I've never seen anybody misconstrue the Nuggets with the Niggets. Again, y'all can make excuses for her all you want to, but this has never happened before. Y'all can try to go dig up as many video clips you want. You ain't gonna find many of them, if any. She did this because she doesn't care, okay? This is what happens when you don't care. And she probably does use a lot of these non-black people use the N-word behind the scenes when they think nobody's around. You know, that's nothing new for her. She probably does it all the time. She seems like the type, you know. She seemed like the type to do that. But let's move on. You covered in the cloth. I got you, Williams assured Beadle. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Well, Lou Williams, I don't know about that, bro, because there are people who are. That's why Michelle Beadle was trending. It was a mistake Beadle immediately regretted and tried to play off. When the word came out of her mouth, it seemed that she was almost surprised as her colleagues on the show. And to their credit, Williams and Parsons showed some grace by trying to move past the moment as well. But for about a minute, the pair were too shocked at what had just happened to proceed as normal, because they know who Michelle Beadle is behind the scene. They know what type of woman she is. They were probably shocked that she would quote unquote slip up, I guess. There have been recent incidents in which commentators have lost their job over accidental use of a racial slur. Oakland A's play-by-play announcer Glenn Cooper was fired last year for a similar mistake. Friday's slip-up seemed to be a genuine blunder, but in today's social media environment, it's unlikely to go unnoticed. It'll be interesting to see if FanDuel TV issue any response to this. I don't think they have. Listen, I'm not a cancel culture guy. Hold on, let me play the clip.
Michael Porter Jr. recently said, I don't like this, that if the Nuggets don't win this,
that was a good one.
Don't try to get me on that. They might have to break up the team. Lou, are you buying that this is the last dance for the Denver Nuggets?
Yeah, I'm buying.
Nuggets.
I'm buying. Beadle, you're going to be in trouble today.
That's not fair. It's not even a thing. It's not even a word.
Well, listen. Like I said, man, Michelle Beadle has always seemed a bit off to me. But yeah, when she disrespected Tracy McGrady, she lost all credibility with me. And again, I'm not here because I'm like, ooh, look at what she said. No, I haven't talked about Michelle Beadle since the Bronny James situation, but I don't talk about her like that. But the fact that this happened again And looking at her history and how she has dealt with men in her workplace, she ain't getting no pass from me. She get a pass from y'all, but she not getting no pass from me because I know what type of person she is. I've seen how she operates. And that's why she can't get a job anywhere else. That's why she's doing this particular broadcast. And also, I want to say this too. Is it me, or does Doris Burke look like she's aging better than Michelle Beadle? I just had to add that in there, you know. Shout out to Doris Burke, man. Doris Burke, like, she's aging way more gracefully than Michelle Beadle. But listen, we'll see what happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all on the next one.